All right, welcome to Chair Tai Chi today, sponsored by Veterans Yoga Project. My name is Gail. I'm your instructor today. It's a beginner's class, and we always keep everything between the easy and ouch. So to start a Chair Tai Chi class, obviously you got to have a chair, right? And it's easier for your range of motion if you don't have arms, but if you have arms on your chair, just kind of, be very mindful of your movement. So to begin Chair Tai Chi, we make a right fist. So y'all figure out which one is your right fist. So this is my right fist. So that's the sun. And then we do a flat palm on top. That's the moon. And we bow down to one another to start our class. Very good. We'll also end the class that way. So I invite you to scooch back into your chair. And I want you to feel your feet into the floor. So what that means is you're pressing your feet into the ground. You may notice, contraction of your top of the legs, the quadriceps, maybe the calves, and you'll feel sensation in the bottom of the feet, most likely. But from here, I invite you to raise the toes up and the heels up to really be grounded, get out of the brain, get out of those lots of thoughts that happen, and feel your feet into the floor, a little grounding exercise. Now kind of scoot your heels a little bit more towards you, settle your back into your chair, and I invite you to place your hand low on your belly. That's the dantian, it's one of our energy centers. And then what I like to do with the other one is just kind of stack it right there above. Now, usually I have very tight, tense shoulders. So I got to think about, okay, shoulders down, relax it down. And you can either gaze forward or gaze down at the floor or eyes closed and breathe in. Let the belly, the chest expand. Here we go. Breathe in. And as you exhale, really draw that belly button towards your spine. Relax those shoulders. Again, breathe in, belly big, and exhaling. I'm making a little noise in the back of the throat. It's called the Ujjayi breath in yoga, but it just helps me remember to really breathe in, belly big, and then exhale, belly button towards the spine. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to shift a little forward, come away from the back of the chair. You're engaging those tall posture muscles. Bring those feet a little bit forward there. So having a nice, tall, aligned spin, very tall, as if there was a string on top of your head, and you're really kind of lengthening up as best you can. First, we're going to be doing the atlas point, which is softening our neck muscles and having a range of motion. So you basically, take your nose, pretend there's a pencil on the end of it, and we're going to draw a circle with that nose. You may hear some little crinkly things going on in the back of the head, back top of the spine, inserting into the back of the head. If this causes you dizziness or vertigo, you look the eyes forward instead of having the eyes track with the nose, making that circle. Again, softens the neck muscles, encourages range of motion. And let's pause and let's take it and go the other way. So go the other direction. It might be a little bit more noisy or nosy. Okay, yeah, I make these jokes and I just, laugh at my own jokes. And I know it's not funny, but that's okay. I hear a little bit more noise on this side, on the left side. Very good. Bring it back to the center. From here is swimming dragon. We basically take the hands together, and it's a soft little push together. The arms can be parallel to the floor, or maybe the elbows dip down a little bit. But again, firm feet into the floor. We're going to push the hands one direction and turn the chin the other direction. And then inhale, bring it back to the center. Exhale, push it away the other way. Belly button tight. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale. This is to lessen neck pain, again, to encourage range of motion. Inhaling to the center. Exhale, other side. I think I switched our breath. Oh well. Breathe in. Exhale, other side. One more time, each side. Here we go. Breathe in. Exhale, push it away. Inhale back to the center. And last time, exhale, push it away. Inhaling back to the center, and we'll do that finishing breath. So inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And as if your hands were on top of a ball, you're pressing the ball down towards the low belly, towards the dantian, pressing down the ki. Very good. So that was, again, for range of motion and for neck pain. Next is spreading the feathers. It's going to open up the cartoid, more blood flow to the brain. So you take a hand out to a side and maybe a little bit lower. Very good. And you're going to take your thumb and turn it to the back of the room. You may feel a little bicep, shoulder business going on here. And you're going to take your opposite ear, drop it towards your shoulder, and then lift your chin. Breathe in. Breathe out, release. Very good. Let's do the other side. So spread out those fingers, spread out the fingers, and then turn the thumb to the back of the room. And again, take your opposite ear, drop it towards your shoulder, and then lift that chin. More blood flow into the brain, opening up that cartoid, and then return it back to the center. Now we're going to add on to that a little bit. So go back to that original side, hand out to the side, turn the thumb to the top of the room. Excuse me. Drop your ear towards that shoulder, and then lift the chin up. Now we're going to draw with our chin a half smile, or a smile. So basically you're going to take your chin and bring it down towards your chest and towards the arm out to the side, and then back down to the chest and back to the opposite side, and release. Let's do the other side. Spread the feathers, turn the thumb to the back of the room, ear towards the opposite shoulder, lift that chin, and now we're going to draw that little U shape. So here we go, down towards the chest, towards the arm that's sticking out there, and then back down to the chest and towards the opposite side, and release. Very good. In front of you, take a hand and let's spin the hand, the wrist. So it's not the whole arm doing it, okay? It's from the wrist. We're trying to loosen those wrists. Good for carpal tunnel. And then let's do the other one. So my other one I don't have the same control on the other side versus the first side I did. And that's just how it is, yeah? And then add them both together. Spin those hands. Again, loosens those wrists. Good for carpal tunnel. Now we're going to pause and go the other way. Very good. Ooh, a little bit of air when you go the second way. I love it. A couple of more. Don't hit your hands on your face. Don't get too close, but close enough. Very good. Next, let's just kind of do alternate shoulder rolls or alternative shoulder rolls. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. And then go the other direction. And then we're going to hold the shoulder rolls. That's to prevent the hump in the neck and to strengthen the upper back. So basically, shrug those shoulders up towards the ears so you feel the upper back muscles working here, and then release it down. I love the release part. But again, shrug the shoulders up towards your ears, squeeze, 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 shoulders towards the ears, and release. Very good. One more time. Shrug it up, shrug, 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 and release. Next is Wild Goose Flutter Hands. So this brings energy into the wrists, the arms, the fingers. So basically you're fluttering the arms up. So I have it here going out at an angle. Up and down. Move my shirt there. Okay. And then maybe out to the side. It's a little bit more difficult out to the side, I have noticed. I don't have the same range of motion. And then maybe one hand in front, one out to the side, and then switch. Shake those hands. This helps move the fluid in the lymphatics, so this is very good for the underarms, the chest. Very good. One more in the front. Nice. All right, I'm going to shift over a little bit, and we're going to do stir arms. So it's range of motion. You can place your hand on your hip. Some folks like to place their hand on their shoulder. So basically it's stirring the arms. So you're not doing the wrist. It's the entire arm. If you have your hand on your shoulder, you may notice some little crinkly noises going on there, little snap, crackle, pops. Again, do what you can with what you got. Maybe go slower. Slower is good. Or if you need to take a break, that works too. So I'm putting gravity, just kind of lengthen my hand towards the floor. I've got a little poppy thing going on here. And then we're going to pause and reverse. Again, you can place the hand on the hip as an alternate place for the arm. And then start to make those stir arms a little bit smaller, smaller, and smaller. Very good. Again, that's range of motion going on. Let's shift over to the other side. My chair's wide, so I have to shift over. Maybe your chair is smaller and you don't have to shift over, yeah? Again, you may want to place the hand on the shoulder. This one's not noisy at all. Or maybe hand on the hip. Sometimes my circles become ovals. Again, this is for your range of motion here in that shoulder joint. And let's pause and go the other way. I don't know, this one feels easier to do. So again, you're kind of doing some observation while you do this. Left side versus right side. How does that feel? Does it feel the same? Is there some spiciness going on? Yeah? Make it smaller, a little bit smaller, smaller, smaller. Very good. Next is around the world, or the o'clock, as I like to call it. So we have a hand out to the side. We're going to inhale, circle sweep that arm up, then turn the palm out and bring it back behind you. Ooh, spicy stuff. Let's do that again. Breathe in, it goes up. Turn that palm away, exhale, back behind you. And you may notice some turning of the chest when you do that. Again, breathe in, up, up, up. Turn the palm away, exhale, back behind you. And again, one more time, breathe in, turn the palm away, exhale, back behind you. Very nice. Now we're going to do the other one. So here we go. So hand down by the side of the body and inhale, circle sweep the arm up. Turn the palm away, exhale, back behind you. Ooh, you're noticing, how does this feel different? Maybe. Breathe in, arm up. Turn the palm away, exhale, back behind you. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathing in, up, 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 up. Turn the palm away, exhale. 2 more times. Breathe in, here we go, circle it up. Turn that palm away, exhale, behind you. 1 more time, here we go. Breathe in, here we go, up, 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 up. Turn that palm away, exhale, back behind you. Very nice. Next is called Kuan Yin Paints the Rainbow. Similar to what we did, but different. So let's do the finishing breath first. We'll inhale, circle, sweep arms up, and bring the hands palms down back to the left. So we'll take one hand out beside our body, and then from here, we're going to take the thumb, turn it to the back of the room, and the pinky towards me. So the palm facing away. And then inhale, circle up. Exhale, bring it back behind you. Inhale, raise both arms up. Flip the hand, and then lower the other arm, the other side, okay? Now turn the palm away, pinky towards me, thumb to the back of the room. Inhale, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather. Flip it. Exhale, bring the other hand down. Turn that palm away, pinky towards me, thumb away. Inhale, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, back behind you. This is for range of motion. Inhale, gather, and isolation of that shoulder joint. Other hand down below. Pinky towards me, thumb away, breathe in. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather. Exhale. Last time on this side, turn that palm away, pinky towards me, breathe in, circle it up. Exhale, back behind you. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop. Inhale, gather, flip it. Bring that other arm down. Last time, palm away, pinky towards me. Here we go. Breathe in, up, up, up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather, and then exhale. Let's finish that. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up, and then hands as if they're on top of the ball. Bring down the energy. Bring down the ki. Very good. Next is arm swinging. Cup those hands. This is to loosen our shoulder joints. And again, you may notice one arm, one side does differently than the other. This always reminds me of being on swings for whatever reason. Again, loosens the shoulder joints. And you're kind of moving a little bit back and forth when we're doing this too. Very good. Now you can keep doing this, or maybe you can tap the shoulders or tap on top of the upper back. Whatever you can do, right? And maybe you can't. That's okay too. Just, do what you can with what you got today. Let's do 3 more. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Next is eagle claw. Bring down the chi. So part of what we do in eagle claw, we'll do fists and spread out the hands. We'll do this for a series of 5 times, but it's part of a series. So again, let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up, and bring down fists this time. So from here, inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, fist sky high. Inhale, bring it back to the chest. Open up the hand. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to the chest. Little squeeze in the shoulder when you do that. Exhale, out to the side. Now turn your head to look at that hand. Let's open and close it 5 times. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your lap. Other hand, fist to chest. Breathe in. This is to increase your mobility. Exhale, up to the sky. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up. Exhale, push it forward as if it were a stop sign, yeah. Inhale, back to the chest. Spread out those fingers. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your waistline. Here we go. Inhale, fist to chest. Other side. Exhale, sky high. Reach, 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 reach. Beautiful. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up. Exhale, push it forward. Excellent. Inhale, back to your chest. Squeeze that shoulder. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your waist. Last time. Inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, sky high. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up those hands. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to your waist. Let's do that finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, bring down the chi. Very nice. The next is, I'm going to scoot back just a little bit because I'm not sure if it's going to show up on the camera, but I'm going to bring my leg out to the side and I'm on the back of my heel. Do y'all see that? Give me a thumbs up. You see my leg? Okay, great. So from here, just hold it here for a little bit. So this is for prevention of foot cramps, improve ankle flexibility. It's considered your second heart, where you bring the blood flow from those lower extremities back to your heart. And then you got a good heel flex going on here, right? Now, if it's kind of spicy for the knee, bend the knee a little bit, but still toes towards your chest. You're going to feel it in a little bit different area. So for me, this is kind of spicy on my left hip. I've got scoliosis, so this side is a little bit weaker than the other. So I'm always dealing with weird stuff on this side. You may be noticing that too. Now, let's point the toes away. Should feel a little different. You should probably still feel it in the calf. Maybe some stuff going on with the ligaments on the top of the foot. Maybe some more contraction energy in the quadriceps, the hamstring. And then from here, here's where we get that second heart business going in. We're going to pump, basically pump that ankle, point and flex the foot. Again, returns, the lower extremities, blood flow back to the heart. This also helps to lessen edema and swelling in that ankle. So doing movement down here is good for those types of things. A couple more times. I'm kind of making a hole here in my carpet. And then let's release, bring it back in. Now, if you need to use your hand to kind of fling that leg out there and then kind of shake it out, do what you can, right? Get your behind feeling okay on the chair. So the first one is heel flex, toes towards you. Notice if this feels different on side 2. It might, for whatever reason. Again, maybe you have more muscular strength one side versus the other. Maybe you have less flexibility in your flexed foot. Sprained ankle, any foot, broken toes, that kind of thing, may feel different one side versus the other. And this one I had surgery on, so it's a little bit more stiff than the other one, but the other one I had a sprain. So it's, weird stuff, right? And if you were in those military shoes that had your toes kind of cramping up, you may notice some feet issues also, okay? Now, point the toes away. Sometimes, you hear little snap, crackle, pops too. And again, if something's not quite feeling okay for you in these postures we do, you can opt out and wait for the next one. Just know that, okay? Let's do that. Let's do that pumping. So here we go. Woo! Again, this calf feels a little more tight than the other one. That's something I'm noticing. Maybe you notice some differences too. Maybe not. That's okay. Get it going on right here. Couple more. Very good. Let's release from that. Now we're going to scooch back in our chair a little bit to where we're kind of, we're going to take our fingers back behind our knee pits. We can have armpits, we can have knee pits, right? Right. So we're going to lift that leg up and basically point and flex. We kind of did that already on the floor, but now you can kind of notice your range of motion a little bit more here. And then let's kind of do ankle circles. Not kinda, let's do it. Oh, my ankle, I feel all these things on the tendons on the tops of my feet. And reverse. Now my reverse always feels like not the original shape when I did the original direction. And it makes a little bit of noise too. And release. Let's do the other side. Again, fingertips underneath those knee pits, lift it up, invite it towards your chest, and point and flex just to kind of get a little bit more mobility going on here. Next one we'll be doing a knee strengthener and ankle circles. Let's do that. So this ankle isolation is great for having better walking ability because it's all from the feet. Oh, my foot's snapping and cracking here. And reverse. And my shins are getting tired. Oh my. Oh yes. And release. So to do the knee strengtheners, let's do a little something to warm up the knees first. So let's clap the hands. And then you can either like squish them side to side or squish them together. So we're going to bring some heat into the palms, however that is. Now let's place that heat on the knees softly. Ooh, that feels nice. Plus it massages the palms, the thumb bed, the base of the fingers. It's kind of a bonus. And then make it go the other way. Other direction. Now we're going to stimulate those acupressure places in our knees with the finger pads, kind of doing little cat claws around the knees, around the meniscuses, the ACLs, and all that kind of stuff. Now for lessening knee pain, you take the pads of the palms of the hands and softly tap on the outside of the knees. Makes a nice little noise there. And to kind of move toxins out of the lymph nodes, walk your feet forward a little bit. We're going to take the pads of the fingers again and softly rub the back of the knee pits. Again, if we can have armpits, we can have knee pits. Yeah? There's lots of lymphs hanging back behind the curve of the knee. This also helps with, again, lessening edema, swelling in the ankles of feet. This little movement that you do here. All right. Scooch back. We're going to do that knee strengthener now. And I've got a back on my chair. Some folks don't have backs on the chairs, but, get comfortable as best you can. So what we're going to do now is lift a heel, flex that foot. And sometimes the thigh can feel funny on the chair. You may want to lift and replace it back on down. And then lower and hover, and then point the toe. So again, this is a knee strengthener. And release. Let's do the other side. So lift it up. This strengthens the knee and the surrounding tissues. And lower. I can feel my knees talking. And then point the toe and release. Other side, again, push that heel away, toes towards you. Might feel a little spicy, but we don't stay there for long. And lower. And then point it away. Very good. Other side, flex that heel. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! A little spicy on this side. Lower and point and release. Let's do one more each side. So here we go. As if you're stomping on the brake, right? A good old heel, good old bottom of the foot heel flex and release. And then we're going to point that toe. Here we go. Point, point, point and release. Excellent. Other side, heel flex, toes towards your heart. And then lower, and then point that toe. That was the last one. Yay. Come away from the back of the chair, clap those hands, rub into those palms. Now, if you're able, some folks aren't really supposed to hinge forward, but if you're able to hinge forward, let's bring that heat onto our shins, onto our calves, the sides of the legs, the insides of the legs, underneath, under the other side. Very good. Clap those hands again. Very nice. Next is LightHOuse. It's a little bit of a core workout here. So basically, kind of how we cup the hands and we swung the arms before, we're going to cup the hands in front of us. And we're sitting up tall. And from here, breathe in. And then exhale, twist your waist and reach out in front of you. You're kind of leaning forward a little bit. And then inhale back to the center. Twist from the waist or from the quad, as we call that, where the leg inserts into the torso. And again, twist, 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 reach out, exhaling, inhaling back to your front of your body. Exhale, reach out. So again, the hands kind of represent that little lighthouse, that little light going around and around. Coasties know what that is. And then pause at the center. Let's do the other direction. So again, kind of get set up here. Breathe in. Exhale, reach out. So this challenges your core. Really activate that belly button towards the spine. Breathe in. Exhale, reach out. Notice if your knees like to drop in towards one another, try to keep them in their original place if you can. If your feet are apart, keep those knees apart. And if you get mixed up on the breath, guess what? Just keep breathing. One more time all the way around. So really giving that spine a nice workout. Very nice. From here, let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up and bring down the chi. So this next one is extension and flexion of the spine. It's similar to our cat-cow, but it's called spinal cord breathing. So once again, we have those cupped hands, and we're going to inhale, elbows up, chest forward, and then exhale, curve the spine, bring the sides of the forearms towards one another. So again, nice little rounded cat back here. And then inhale, belly forward, chest forward, elbows up, spinal cord breathing. Exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale, elbows up, and exhale. This time, let's turn to the side and do that. So here we go. Elbows up, turn to the side. Woo! Exhale, back to the center. Other side, here we go. Inhale out to the other side. Exhale back to the center. This time, let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Let's do the blood pressure technique. So as we bring our hands up, we're going to do the back of the hands on down. That makes that little heart. And then we'll bring the palms so we have the thumb inside of the palm and the fingers on top of the thumb, which stimulates the heart meridian. And then inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, arms out to the side, release the thumbs. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. This is for helping regulate high and low blood pressure. Bring it down, exhaling. And then grab the thumbs, fingers on the thumbs. Inhale, elbows back, chest forward, squeeze. Exhale, out to the side. Let's do that again. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, bring it down the center. Once it kind of gets to chest level, grab those thumbs. Here we go. Inhale, elbows back. Exhale, out to the side. Very good, nice. Inhale and bring down the chi. Here we go. Nice. Next is, if you're able, clapping underneath your leg or on the sides of the leg. So again, getting into those hips, getting a little bit of cardio in here. Now maybe you're just doing on the sides of the knees. Maybe you're able to bring it underneath. It's also brain work. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Next is cross crawl. Again, using both sides of the brain. So you bring one foot out and the opposite arm up. Okay. All right. So, okay. And then switch. Very good. And start it moving. So this is your brain work. Maybe a little sweating, maybe not. A couple more. You can go slower. You can go faster. You can just do the legs. You can just do the arms. Lots of options here. If you lean back a little bit, strengthen your core also. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come up on the balls of the feet, maybe hands on the chair, and shake those legs side to side. That helps you, if you're shaking legs and stomping legs, that helps you lessen leg cramps. And let's stomp the feet. I think I like stomping the feet. Very good. From here, sitting up nice and tall, away from the back of the chair, let's draw a circle in front of us. So you all know this is wax on, wax off. It's called Parry. And you're kind of shifting your weight from one bun to the other. I call this like wiping my kitchen table, or, you know, putting the end dust on the wooden table and polishing the table, yeah. And then pausing and then wiping out. Now I tend to make bigger circles when I wipe out. I don't know why that is. Maybe because I get used to it. I don't know. A little bit more using those side muscles, the side musculature. Plus we're stimulating the colon, the intestines. Air escapes sometimes. Just, you know, I'm putting that out there. Now bring it vertical. So again, here's your traditional wax on, wax off, or is it wax off, wax on? I don't know. And then wipe it in. Oof. So you can continue to do a wipe in, or maybe you want to do elbow strikes instead. So elbow strikes would be making fists and bringing the elbows in and crossing. It's a little bit more vigorous into the lungs, which is beneficial in this cold and flu season. Really breathing deep. All right, make it back to bringing it in, bring it horizontal, wiping it in, making it smaller, smaller, and smaller. You may notice some little tingling going on, some little energy. That's good. Next is Sumo stomps for increasing bone density in those ankle joints, the knees, and the hips. So you can have a hand underneath while you do this, or use your own strength, or stomp it in, stomp it out. Now you may want to be soft with the stomps or not, your choice. If you have kind of spicy pain getting in and out of the car, this kind of is like a functional move for noticing that, because this is similar to getting in and out of the car, depending if you're the driver or the passenger or the backseat driver. And if one's more spicy than the other, it typically means you have maybe one side stronger than the other. Yeah. One more each side. Let's finish it. Breathe in, and then bring down the chi. Next is swallow flies to the nest. So again, we're sitting up nice and tall. Let's do palms up, and we're going to bring one of our hands across the body. Breathe in. Exhale out to the side. Inhale up and over, and the back of the hand lands in front of you, across to you, and bring it back to the center. Other arm comes across. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe up and over, and exhaling. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring an arm across. Exhale, arm out. Inhale, up and over, and exhale in front of you. Other side. Inhale, bring that arm across. Bring it out to the side. Inhale, up and over, and in front of you. Again, swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Again, swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. One more time. Breathe in, bring it across, out to the side, exhale. Inhale, up and over, and exhaling. Other side. Inhale, bring it across, exhaling. Inhale, up and over, and exhaling. Bring it back to the center. Inhale, circle sweep arms up, and bring down the chi. Very nice. Next is foot patterns. From here, I'm going to scoot back just a little bit because I'm looking to see where I'm in the camera. We're going to bring a foot forward and then out to the side, forward, back to the chair. Other side, forward, out to the side. Notice how your behind feels on the chair. You may have to adjust. Forward to the chair. Other side, here we go. Forward, way out, forward to the chair. Other side, forward, way out, forward to the chair. Now let's add 3 to that. Here it goes. Bring it forward, way out. Now bring it in 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to the chair. Other side, forward, way out. Use your hand if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to the chair. This time 5 times. Uh-oh. Forward, way out. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to the side. Other side. Forward, way out. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to the chair. Clap those hands. Woo! Rub, rub, rub. Before we did the legs, this time we'll do the arms. So place a hand on your leg and then tap, tap, tap the outside. Get into that shoulder. Turn the palm up, down the front, and again to the outside, to the shoulder, down the front. One more time, here we go. Very good. Clap those hands. Rub, 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 rub. Other side, here we go. Tap, tap, tap. You can have the hand on the leg, or if you want to bring it in the sky, you can do that too, in the sky. Off the leg, I guess. And one more time, here we go. Waking up that body. Whew. All right, bring those ankles together. So this is for ankle mobility and brain work. Again, of course, we're doing brain work. So ankles together, and I'm going to hang on to my chair. Basically, we're kind of heel toeing out to the side. This is difficult for me. Now, maybe you don't want to hang on to the chair. Maybe you can do fists and do opposite twists. Again, when you twist, air happens. Don't be surprised if you do a little burp here or there. And my chair's squeaking. Very good. Better mobility of the ankles, better walking ability, better gait. So it's all kind of very interrelated. One more, all the way back in. All right, now, ankles together, but ankles apart, heels kind of way out, kind of a reverse penguin, yeah? And we're going to take our feet and walk them out independently. So here we go. Ooh. And you're going to notice, okay, one side's stronger, or you have more coordination or control. I always like to look at my feet when I do this. It's like, okay, what are they doing? One more time, all the way in, all the way out, all the way back in. All right, beautiful. From here, bring those feet in, kind of stomp those feet again. I love that part. And shake those legs. Very good. From here, find your collarbone, and then about 2 inches below that, we're going to take our 2 fingers and our thumb and thump our thymus. So once we become vintage, that's anything over 30 is what I say, we tend to lose our T cell production, which helps us with our immunity. So we're stimulating that thymus gland. And I also like to do a little voice to this, like Tarzan, kind of like humming, more nitric oxide. So here we go. I can't hear y'all. Okay, you're doing it. Very good. Next is the lymph node series. So I'm going to come up closer to the camera. Y'all stay there. So to help with lymphatic drainage, we again kind of find that collarbone area. We're going to take our hand and rub above and below the collarbone. So our blood has circulation. It has the heart to pump everything through our bodies. But our lymph nodes don't have a mechanism for getting rid of the toxins. And when you go to the doctor, they check your neck to see if you have any swollen lymph glands, right? Well, let's move that stuff out of there. Now let's move it over to the other side, above and below the collarbone. You can also tap across and go into that little hollow area and rub in that area. Now it's not like digging, but it's a stroke across, yeah? This is called the Big Six. You can look that up later. So it's minimally what you kind of do to get the stuff moving out of your body. I also have a bouncer that I bounce on to help with this. Now, if you can do Spock hands, do that, but maybe you can't. You do fingers in front and back of the ears, down the sides of the neck. Make sure you also get this under jaw line too. That's where a lot of lymph nodes hang out. So I do this every morning when I wake up. And if you want to do the front of the neck, you can. And the back, where we have the atlas point, the back of the head, inserting into the top of the spine. Very good. So next is the armpit. So find where the bottom of the arm inserts into the armpit, and you're going to squeeze it. Otherwise, it's kind of known as the bat wing area. And then you can either do a fist or fingers or a hand and tap into your armpit. Now, I like to kind of squeeze in here instead, because then I'll get a little extra with the thumb bed on that pectoral muscle. So ladies, gentlemen that have breast cancer, they always check the surrounding lymph nodes for more cancer, right? So let's get those toxins out of the lymph nodes by moving them, yeah? Let's do the other side. So again, we're going to squeeze where the upper arm inserts into the armpit. And then, you know, you can do that fist, you can slap, you can do the kind of digging for gold in the armpit. You can do squeezing, that works too. There's more than just 6 areas, but this is like the minimally areas here. Very good. Now, at the waistline, either with open hands or fists, chop the waistline. Makes a nice little noise. Now, kind of like we did that sumo stomp, we step a leg out, then the other, where the leg inserts into the torso, that little crease there, the inguinal crease, is called, use the side of the hand, you're chopping your quad. Again, prostate cancer, where do they check for lymph nodes? In this area. So again, let's move the toxins out, okay? We already did one already, the back of the knee, but I'll show you the little bit more vigorous version of that. Very good. Now with the arc of the hand or with the fingertips, you kind of step your feet forward. Let me scoot back a little bit so I can just kind of show this a little bit. And you can stroke the back of the knees. Now if you have those Baker cysts, you want to be nice and sweet to yourself. You're not going to really be over vigorous here. Or again, you can take the arc of your hand and chop into the back of the knee. And I'm kind of hinged forward when I'm doing this, so I can reach it. Again, this one's for lessening edema, swelling in the feet. Again, I'm going to come back up a little bit more close. We're going to do the hand tapping sequence. And from here, we're going to take the sides of the pinkies and tap them. So that's for headaches, lessening vertigo. Not to create a headache, to lessen a headache, okay? Now we're not like whapping, okay? We're tapping softly. Again, this is painful. You're doing a whole lot less, okay? Now we're going to do the interwebs of the thumbs. That's to help with digestive disorders, nausea. So you kind of tap into, oh, that makes sense. And just notice which thumb is on top. Why? Because we're going to make the other thumb be on top now. Ooh, that feels weird. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, so next is the interwebs of the fingers. That's to help pain or numbness in the limbs. So if you have rings, be cautious. But you're going to tap into those interwebs. And you did this the normal way that you normally do this. And you're probably thinking, well, I don't normally do this. Okay. But whatever arm is on, hand is on top, that's your normal way to do that. So look and see which finger's on top and switch the other finger on top. My brain just kind of does weird things when I switch it. Again, working both sides of the brains. This one doesn't tap as well. All right, so next is our pulse points, our wrists. So that's for heart and cardiovascular issues. Now you can go like this, but you know, I have a pacemaker, so I like to do up and down instead. I can get a little bit more vigor in my wrist tapping in those pulse points. Makes a nice little sound. And flip it. Why not? Next is for osteoarthritis, back pain. So you're going to, kind of like we did before, we cup the hand when we swung the arms. So you cup the hand and tap on the back of the hand. Again, for osteoarthritis, for back pain. Really makes your veins pop up too. The nurses love this when they have to do a needle draw or a blood draw. Fun fact to know, okay? Let's do the other side, okay? Cup that hand. Again, if you have rings, be cautious. Maybe shift your hand a little bit if you have those rings. Ooh, that one's louder. Move it to the wrist. For wrists, back of the hand. Let's see, back of the wrist, neck and shoulder pain. I'm looking at a list here because I always get confused which one it is. So again, back of the wrist, neck and shoulder pain. Let's do the other one. I have my watch here, so I'm going to be really soft on this one. It's not as loud. Okay, now next is my favorite. So make a fist Have a palm ready. This is for stress, anxiety, improves clarity and consciousness. Punch that wrist. Woo. Let's do the other one. Here we go. It's not as strong. And some folks, this is going to be like, ooh, spicy. Don't do it if it's spicy, okay? Very nice. Let's get back into our chair. This is a 45-minute class. And once again, feel your feet on the floor. Place one hand low on the belly and then above that. And again, as you breathe in, let's expand the belly. And then draw the belly button towards your spine. Relax your shoulders down. Relax any tension held in the body. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. And let's drop the chin a little bit towards the chest. That's in gratitude of just you showing up today. Maybe you shift your hands to your chest, maybe one stacked upon the other or hands together. And let's think about one thing that we're grateful for today. As we notice the rise and fall of the chest as we breathe in, as we breathe out. Again, whatever we're grateful for, we're bringing that into our heart space. Nice. From here, you can keep your chin towards the floor or gaze forward. And maybe just scoot forward a little bit on your chair. Nice tall posture once again. So again, to end the class, we end it like we started it. We take that right fist, again, figure out which one's your right fist, and then your left palm. So this is the sun, this is the moon, and then we bow down to one another to end our chair Tai Chi class. Thank you for coming to this gentle beginner's chair Tai Chi. Let me stop the recording.